Bill Walsh were alive and he were looking at Trey Lance or coaching Trey Lance, I think he'd be totally focused on his footwork. I think you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that was one of Bill's big contributions to quarterback coaching. A lot of people were focused on the arm, and he was like, "Nah, it's all about their feet.
Yep.
You need to be focused on their feet." And what made Joe Montana, he had the greatest footwork of all time. I think it was perfect. He was light in his feet. All of his steps were like he was a dancer, like a ballerino. And while Steve Young was a better athlete, he didn't have footwork like Joe. Anyway, so we've been focused. I've been talking about Trey Lance's footwork recently. I'm going to show some of his footwork in a minute. All of a sudden, the Niners doing all kind of footwork drills, and I think it's just terrific that they're on the same page as us.
Well, it's you. Iggy, do you think they watch your quality control sessions?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I have all the answers, and I'm just trying to help. I just want to help. And it didn't seem like they were getting to it quick enough, so now they're there. We're doing it together.
So it seems to me you say you got to work on this and the footwork and that, and all of a sudden, don't extend your leg too soon, and they're working on that. Iggy, I think they ought to give you a hurrah.
I'll take a hurrah and a pat in the back.
Pat in the back. You don't want any money. Pat in the back.
Let's take a look at two of the drills that they've been doing recently to work on footwork.
My glasses.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, here we go. So this one, you start off facing the other direction. Let me see if we can get it like this. Well, actually, this is better. And you pat your feet, and you find there's three guys. There's three targets. You have to find which one to throw to, step and throw. So this is all about keeping your feet alive and stepping in the right direction toward your target. I think Bill would really like this drill.
I would say yes, indeed.
It's very creative. So now we are going to show it from the other angle. And I want to just stop it, Trey Lance mid-motion to show you what he needs to work on. So I talked about bent leg to bent leg. Look at his back leg. That's good. Now he's transferring his weight. Notice, let's back it up just a second. What it looks like. This is good. His front leg is bent, and he's going to throw the ball accurately right here. Okay?
I love it.
Now watch this one. This looks different. See that?
It's straight too soon.
It's straight. And now look at his where his hand is. His hand's behind his head. So to what he has to do with this, he has to basically accelerate his arm. He has to make up for it with his arm, which is going to lead to arm fatigue. You understand? And he's going to miss this throw high. Watch this. See that?
Yes.
Just a little high. So that's what he has to fix. And he does it right most of the time. A little bit better.
Yes, the hand was extended. I could see
a little bit better. And so this is what they need to drill. That's better. That's a lot better. And then he threw it accurately. So then they do this drill, which kills me because what this is, you have these like pads underneath his legs, and it's like extending his base when you want to tighten it up. So now watch him. He shuffles back and forth. Now he goes to throw. Look at how far. Do take it back just a second. Look at how far apart his legs are. And again, his leg is extended. So they're drilling the wrong thing right here.
So you would eliminate that drill, and you think Bill would eliminate it? I
would. I mean, maybe it's good for other quarterbacks, but for Trey, what you're trying to do is make him don't overstride. Don't lock your leg out. And he's doing it in this drill consistently. So eliminate this drill for him. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. Let's keep watching. And I'll pause it when he throws, and you can see what I'm talking about.
What did you think of that one?
It's not. I just feel like his legs are too far apart, and they need to be drilling him to keep his legs closer together.
I love it.
He's overextending. Now watch Jimmy. First thing, okay, Jimmy. Here's what I noticed with Jimmy. Jimmy's feet are so slow. They're heavy. And then he doesn't transfer his weight. He throws off his back foot.
Yes, he does. I see that.
Really slow feet. He throws off his back foot. One more time. Oh. Throws up his back foot. So he has footwork issues too. Now watch Brock Purdy. This is the rookie 7th round pick, Mr. Irrelevant. Much quicker feet than Jimmy. And then watch this. Hold on. I missed it. Just a second. Hold on. I'm going to get it. That's really good. See that? Yeah. That's what it should look like. He transfers his weight. His front knee is bent. His He's on top of the football. His arm isn't dragging. Now, I'm not sure that he has the talent to be a starting quarterback in the NFL, but he has good throwing mechanics. So he can do it. Jimmy can't do it. Trey's learning how to do it. And I don't know if Greasy can coach it, but this is what it should look like. And we're trying to help. Interesting, Brock. Hey, good job, Brock. That's what it should look like.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm lining here. I'm lining.
Yep. Anyway, that's the whole thing. So, Brian, if you're watching, I'm just trying to help. No charge.
Have you ever met Brian one-on-one?
Yes, he doesn't like me.
He doesn't?
I asked him. They bring the quarterback coaches out. I mean, the position coaches out once a year during training camp. It's always like, so what do you think of this guy? What do you think of that? I said, Brian, how do you assess Trey Lance, a couple weeks into his first training camp as a starting quarterback? And he looks at me, he goes, how do I assess him? I said, yeah, how is he doing? And he said, oh, how is he doing? Okay. And he's very snarky about it. And I was like, I have written a lot of tweets saying that I didn't think he was a good hire. Maybe he was upset about that. Fair enough. But he was like, how do I assess him? Like, yes, that's the word I used. Yes.
I think if you asked me that, I could have answered that question.
It's probably the biggest softball question you could give a coach. I'm not saying how come you don't know how to coach footwork. It's not like that kind of question. It's like, hey, what are your thoughts on your starting quarterback? What are my thoughts? What do I think? What do I think of Trey? And then he'll be like, oh, he's really mature. He works hard. Great. I don't want to hear that he works hard. I know he works hard. Give me something. And he won't, which makes me feel like, what is your expertise here? I don't know, but he can throw a football. He was a very good quarterback, and his dad was Bob Greasy. So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that he's doing a good job.
Okay. And plus, he can always talk to his father.
Or maybe. The show is sponsored by 49ersQCmerch.com. If you want this hat or ones like it, you can go to 49ersQCmerch.com, 10% off CPH1 promo code. Just wanted to throw that out there in case you didn't know.